Squirrel Sniper says, I'm thinking 21:19 now, so not so long. I think I'm a minute late. I apologize. Michael says, up. I saw your screen flickering. Here comes the Master of Zen. Not yet. I'm working on it. We all are. You know, we get there together, or we don't get there at all. It's 5 o'clock here. I think it's like 2 minutes after 5 o'clock. I'm going to bring up my online version of Course Miracles. By the way, the Foundation for Inner Peace. You can have the entirety of A Course in Miracles, the text, the workbook, manual for teachers, the psychotherapy section, and Song of Prayer, all up. Few things I want to talk about. Well, I want to talk about one thing, but how they how it all ties together. Course in Miracles says that we have two emotions. Only two. And only one out of those two, only one of them is actually real. The other is an illusion. Hey, Susanna. Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you being here. So, that which is an illusion is the emotion of fear. Fear has many, many, many manifestations. But the one that I think is most insidious, it's a powerful word, insidious, because we don't even know how it's underplaying through the currents of our life, causing all of our sickness, causing all of our misperceptions, causing every single act that we perform against another. Hey, Kat. Kat says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Kat. All of that is based on fear. To heal ourselves of fear, man, we spend years in therapy. We travel to South America and participate in ayahuasca ceremonies. We do primal screaming therapy. We, some of us don't attempt to heal at all. We drink it away. We smoke it away. We act it away. Hey, Lucy. And yet, it's an illusion. And all we have to do is see through it. The simplicity of that. It really is that simple, but it's not that easy. Because again, it's insidious. We don't see, I think the most insidious of all the aspects of fear that plays through our life is guilt. I wrote about that this morning. And as I did yesterday, I'll read what I wrote upon request, but I won't inflict it upon others. So, unless it's asked for. Here's what I've always loved about yoga. Yoga gives us the 5 afflictions of the mind, and that holds us. We're seeing the world, we're seeing life, we're seeing ourselves through those 5 afflictions. And all of it's based on fear, all of it's based on guilt. And we can't escape it until we see it. No matter what we do, no matter how long we meditate, no matter how long we fast, no matter how long we participate in any, hey Jason, in anything that we view as therapeutic, unless we become aware of how guilt is playing through our lives, and most especially Western civilization. We're told that we were born in original sin. We're told that we are sinful just by our very existence. Ontological guilt, is that what it's called? Existential guilt. We're born in guilt. We're born in shame. Banned from the garden. just by being here. And that we don't escape it in this lifetime, but if we believe a certain thing told to us by certain people, we can escape guilt. And yet we spend our entire lives pointing our fingers at others, saying, you are guilty, you are guilty, you are guilty, which never sets us free. Because as long as we recognize guilt within another, we are experiencing guilt itself, and we think it's going to alleviate us from our own sense of guilt. It doesn't. It never will, and it never can. Forgiveness is the art, the mindfulness of seeing the guiltlessness that resides within someone else, and therefore it resides in us as well. But that doesn't alleviate them of their responsibility for what has occurred. Semper says, evil was here before Adam bit the apple. I would say evil never existed, and never can exist, and never will exist. Evil is misperception. And our belief in evil keeps us trapped in evil. The very thought of evil keeps us in the belief that evil is even a possibility. And so we not only imprison ourselves, we imprison the entire world in that thought of evil, in that thought of sin, in the concept of guilt, which doesn't exist. All right. Hey, Optimob. Tima says, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, my friend. Jason, how you doing today? Coffee time. I got a busy day. I just finished my coffee not too long ago. Lisa says, I gave up on MFS. He's not coming around. I tried everything. He will always be a very good friend, though. But I'm open to mingle, just waiting for the right man to come around. Good call. Hey, well, I was going to give a suggestion. Who am I to suggest? But if I were in that position, I would let love arrive on its own. Lucy says, good morning, Jason. Tima says, good morning. Jason says, thanks, Lucy. How are you this early morning? Tima says, Scroll Sniper, so Eve was there first. Jamie says, say Yogi. Hey, Jamie. Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the conversation we had with Jamie yesterday. It was a little bit all over the place, but it was funny. It was a good conversation. Jamie does an excellent Yogi impersonation. I'm waiting to see some of his other impersonations. He does Jace too. And he'll actually do a conversation of me and Jace. Let's see. Semper says, so how fine is the line between moral and immoral? We draw that line ourselves. That's our line. So how thick or how fine do you wish to draw it? Because what we think of as moral, someone else, another tribe, another family, another whatever, might think of it as moral, and vice versa. It's our line that we draw. Where do you want to draw it? However, whatever line we draw, we can still look deeper and see the original innocence within all of us, because original innocence is the only originality that's possible. Why would we spring from non-existence to existence? Why would we spring from Brahma guilty? The truth is, we never separated from Brahma. There's only Brahma. Anything else, anything other than Brahma, is an illusion. Maya. And the thought of moral and immoral, the thought of guilt and guiltlessness, the thought of sin and sinlessness keeps us trapped in Maya, keeps us trapped in the illusion. The only purpose of the world, the only purpose of the body, the only purpose of anything is to give us that choice to choose to go home, to be at one within Brahma itself at this very moment. We wake up. So, in any moment, we're either choosing to stay asleep or we're choosing to wake up. Waking up can happen at once, or it can happen over the course of a lifetime. Lucy says, let's see. Good morning, Jason. Nope, I read that. And oops, I read that too. Sorry, guys. Jason says, thanks, everyone. Lucy says, I think you know who we're going to say. I felt the vibe from him, and I think you know too. Actually, wasn't going to say anyone, because I don't know. You know what I mean? I can never, not my position to steer anyone in any direction. Just open your heart, whoever comes along. Lucy says, Ace, is that who, or am I wrong? That I don't know. But Jace is a good guy. Jason says, you like my funny cowboy video? Yogi, I bet you're rolling laughing. I did. That was funny. Jason, every single one of your videos is hilarious. Hey, you know what I do want to know, Jason? How did it turn out with the person who confronted you about fishing on private property? Lucy says, he's handsome. I'd give him a chance. Jason's a handsome man, that's for sure. Jason says, Lucy, you're close to Missouri Way. Hey, Miss Flipper. Good day after your birthday. Good post-birthday. Let's see. Sampa says, I've realized that the problem is society and not community. I think for me, the realization is me. The realization is what I'm projecting out into the world. And my projection is what needs to be healed. And when I heal that projection, then I heal the perception, which means I begin to heal the world. One misperception at a time. Jason says, I went to bed at 10, up now at 3:30. I went to bed, I guess I fell asleep about 8ish. I was up at 2:30. Miss Flipper says, morning to Jason. Jason says, thank you, and thanks, buddy. Jason says, oh gosh, that was a good one. How did it turn out? Okay, I didn't get in no trouble. It was fake, buddy. Oh, okay. But I had my mom thinking the same. Who was it that was accusing you? That was helping you do it? So here I was worried about you, and here your mom was worried about you too. Man, Jason is a YouTube genius. It's just the artistry, the comedy, he played that so well in all of his shorts. Guys, I hope you visit. I predict stardom for our friend Jason. Miss Pippa says, yeah, thanks. I feel older by one day. Wondering about Squirrel. Squirrel, how do you feel? Do you feel older by one day? Jason says, early bird too. Yeah, I'm up at somewhere between 2 and 2:30 every single day. I have found I'm never happier if I sleep in. It puts just that little slice of pressure on my day that I got to catch up. So it's just not worth it. Jason says, thank you. I'm just learning, buddy. You're doing good. Sniper says, Miss Flipper, I managed to stay up to 2:45 to watch Selena the Celestial live stream. I'll have to go there to check it out. Lisa says, I'm 32 and feel young. 32 is a good year, a good age. What was I doing at 32? At 32, I was still drinking. I quit by the age of 33, I believe. I've lost track of time. I largely gave up counting. I was at brunch once, Mocha and I, on a Sunday, and I heard someone say they were at day whatever, 1,000 something or other of sobriety. And Mocha had asked me how many days it's been for me. And I thought, you know what? I have no idea. Because I decided that I didn't want to be addicted to my addiction. The addiction was enough. I went through it. And I was healed of it. I was no longer addicted to alcohol. I certainly was. So why carry that addiction over to my addiction itself and spend my days counting? This many days. I didn't want to go to meetings every single day. Now here's the thing. If meetings help you, go to meetings. Whatever means it takes for you to begin living a life of sobriety, take it. But don't get addicted to the medicine itself. When you are healed, you're healed. And allow for that healing to take hold. You'll know when it's time. Sniper says, same here, Eric. I never remember the date. No need. Just move it on from it. Exactly. 100%, Sniper. Jason says, I'm old. I'll be 35 this June. You know what I remember about 35? At 35, I remembered that I was exactly the same years towards 50 as I was from 20. It seemed like a pivotal point. And then I thought, wait a minute. I'm never going back in that other direction. I'm only heading towards 50. But hey, in the years between 35 and 50, I trained for kettlebell sport. I started training for, Olympic lifting. I started training for kettlebell sport. I began ultra running. I ran my first 50 mile, or my first 50K, my first 50 miler, and my first 100 miler. I did over 100 ultra marathons. I wrote 4 additional books, started a blog, began healing from all kinds of stuff. 35 to 50, good times, man. I got married. I got divorced. There's some ups, there's some downs. She pulled some great cards for Aries. Nice. I'm going to check it out after the live stream as I eat my breakfast. Miss Pippa says, I've not smoked a cigarette for 5 years. Awesome. Congratulations. I only know because I quit on my birthday. Nice. Jason says, I don't drink much. My problem is smoking. Gotcha. Is it a problem? Lucy says, I'm enjoying what youth I have left. You have an eternity of youth. You will always be a youthful person, Lucy. You are full of youth, love, energy, enthusiasm. And you'll stay that way. The only thing that's really old on me is my left knee, my left shoulder, and occasionally my back. Everything else is pretty ageless. Lucy's laughing. Jason says, sometimes, yes, I think so. Too much. Okay. So if you think too much, and if you think it's an issue, now's the time you can start considering how you would wish to heal. What would healing be like in your life? Would it be complete abstinence? Would it be a little bit? Would it be occasionally? Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just start considering, what would it mean for me? It just says my blood is turning green. You'll know what to do. Sometimes I think we complicate things too much. Which leads us back to the subject of today, guilt. How guilt drives us. Again, I wrote about it this morning. Rob says, good morning, people. Good morning, Rob. Nice to see you. Jason says, yes. And good morning. Let's see. I wanted to read one little thing. If I can find it. Chapter 14, paragraph 16. Chapter 14 is teaching of truth. And section 3, the decision for guiltlessness. 16 says, say to the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is our right-mindedness. Don't get caught up in religious jargon. Don't think, well, Holy Spirit, I'm a Buddhist. What do I need to know about the Holy Spirit? Don't think, Holy Spirit, I'm not Christian. I don't believe in God or whatever. The Holy Spirit, as presented through A Course in Miracles, is our right-mindedness, our ability to choose right-mindedness, our ability to see, hey, Amanda, our ability to see past the afflictions, the kleshas of the mind, as they're called in yoga and Buddhism. So say to the Holy Spirit only, we only have to say one thing, decide for me. And it is done. For his decisions are reflections of what God knows about you, and in this light, error of any kind seems impossible. If you want to realize your own innate guiltlessness, say to the Holy Spirit, decide for me. In any moment, any decision, any way to view the world, say to the Holy Spirit, decide for me. And so it is done. And so we are healed, and so we are released, and you can only doing that by healing and releasing others. All right. That was it. That's the Course in Miracles for today. For this morning. You know it's going to come up again. So, Lucy's saying hi to everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. Sorry. What happens is I read a name, and then my screen moves, and I read the comment that was meant for what I was reading up above. You don't need to know that. Just know that I'm often confused. That's enough to know. That I'm easily and often confused. Amanda's saying hi to everyone. Welcome in, Amanda. Jason says, I thought about doing an Elvis video. It would be funny. It would be hilarious. Do it. Give me just a second here, guys. One second. Here's the question, guys. It's in the poll. A short poll. I'm going to have it up for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to go eat oatmeal. You let me know what you think. Miss Pippa says, hello, amazing Amanda. Let's see. Amanda says, Yogi, I got great news. I'm not going to be doing Naughty Lives anymore. So here's a question for you, Amanda. Why is that great or not great news? Why is that great for you? Rob says, just made a new masterpiece video. Nice. And he just shared the link with us. Thank you, Rob. We will check it out. So it says, have you only an OnlyFans channel? Amanda doesn't, but I do. Welcome. Please go visit my OnlyFans channel. My OnlyFans channel is me, and I only wear flannel shirts. I wear jeans and flannel shirts and work boots. That's my OnlyFans channel. Jason says, thank you, Yogi. Hey, we're getting 100% yes across the board. 8 votes, 100% yes. Hey, Jason, your audience demands that you do an Elvis video. Hey, make sure you tag all of us in it. Jason says, I'll do it for sure. Miss Pippa says today's fishbowl imperative you must recognize is when you do not share a thought system, you are weakening it. When you do not share a thought system, you are weakening it. Nice. Amanda says, Yogi, it's great because that's not who I am. That sounds great. Just that realization alone. You know, I talk often of the Vedic yogic meditation, the neti meditation, where we dismiss all that we're not. Neti means not this. So neti, not this, not this. And we ask ourselves, who am I? Whatever it is that occurs to us, whatever it is we think we are, we dismiss. Neti, not this, not this. We can't be anything because it's all conceptual. And yet, in our very emptiness itself lies infinite potentiality for us to be everything. Paradox to be sure, but we live in paradox. Our emptiness presents us with the infinite potentiality for us to be anything and everything. Amanda says, everyone just going to have to deal with me. Hey, I'm up for the challenge. I'm in. Part of my thankfulness practice is going to be waking up in the morning and go, awesome. I get to deal with Amanda again today. Simply says, amazing Amanda, I get it now. You're just breaking patterns. I love that, Miss Flipper. Self-concepts, notoriously, are overrated. Yes. Amanda says, is laughing. Okay, you got it. You got me. I'm up for the challenge. As Tom Solek says, this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around the block a time or two. Amanda says, but that means no more hitting on you 24/7, just one time a day. So are we going to have a set time? Is it going to be random? Is it going to hit me out of the blue? Or are there going to be a set time where I should prepare myself? Miss Pippa says, I thought about you this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice. It's been might be the most invaluable practice for me. Because everything leads back to that sense of gratitude. Everything leads back to just being thankful. Because it sets me free. I don't wake up in the morning and say, man, I'm so thankful today I get to be guilty. I'm so thankful. Today I get to be petty to someone. Today I get to wake up and be mean-spirited. I get to be prejudiced and racist. I get to wake up and be addicted. I get to wake up. We never say that. But when we wake up and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, we wake up to our own guiltlessness. And it's that we get to give to other people. So, Amanda says random, maybe always. Okay, that means I got to be on my guard. So you'll be like a ninja, sneaking up behind me. All right, that'll keep me on my toes. I can deal with that. It's good to be aware. You know what I mean? It's good not to get too comfortable. All right, guys, it is just about oatmeal time. This is a fun live stream. Thank you, guys. I appreciate when I get to talk about the things I love to talk about, and at the very same time, smile and laugh. And it says, like the ninja kitties. The most dangerous kitties of them all. I was going to say, no one expects the ninjas kitties, but that's not the truth. Always expect the ninja kitties. They're ninjas. Jamie says, take care, Yogi and everyone. Thank you, Jamie. Have a good day, my friend. Amanda says, Yogi Kitty is fast and playful, just like its namesake. We got some unicorns and some love and some rainbows and some more unicorns and some more love and some more rainbows. Thank you, Lucy, my friend. Amanda says, so Jamie, hey, I don't want to forget. If you guys have nothing to do at 12 p.m., right? 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be doing a code live stream for 1 hour on our friend Lover Toy Pups channel. And we're going to be talking mainly mental, emotional health, ways of healing ourselves, of keeping safe, bringing us back to that safe zone that we can create ourselves. So if you guys are around, Miss Flipper says, will you chime the bell, please? I will chime the bell. Sniper says 5 p.m. GMT on Lover Toy Pups channel. Thank you, Sniper. Lisa says we're going live again. I'll be doing mornings this time. Awesome, Lucy. Lisa says, nice, we'll be there. Appreciate that. For Miss Flipper. And for Amanda. And for Lucy. For all of you guys. Amanda says, love you all. Thank you for everything and for your love and support. You're all perfect to me. You will always have our love and support. You will always have my love and support. For sure. Lucy says, thanks. Miss Pippa says, yay. You guys are welcome. Triple yay? All yay. All yay? Thank you, Miss Pippa. Love you too, Lucy. Guys, I'm going to see everyone later. Take care.